Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay,
Hello.
so, hello everyone, this is another session of DireRolls. I'm so
You're on
bad at
time.
intros. Yes, we are. We're very much on time. So, last time in DireRolls, the party had just witnessed a supposed student of Lucian's School for the Gifted throwing a fit in the Carmine Clover Casino that is situated underneath the Velvet Kettle. And during this fit, the party suspects that this young man is most likely the creator of the little construct dragon that Xanamin carries on him, and the broken owl construct Lux had been carrying with her since the first they arrived in Westruun. They see this young man escape, not wanting to see his mother, which they suspect is most likely the owner of the casino, Carmine Clover herself. The party leaves the casino in a hurry, and they make their way towards a midnight street vendor where they have conversations with the just awoken construct dragon. They learn from the creature that it is some sort of a focus for either its master or Hector's scrying spells, or anyone who knows this creature. They eventually return to the second hand, where everyone gets ready for bed except Alduin and Lux, who want to send out some sending spells to get more information from Madeline. They eventually learn that she's busy in Whitestone, where the spread of lycanthropy has been dire. She said she might need their help, so they learn that the wolf who had been taken, or well, the werewolf who had been taken for the creation of the lycanthropy bile was most likely the leader of the Sect of the Storm, which is part of the Claret Orders and worries Alduin greatly, especially since her son has most likely taken over and is out for blood for the disappearance of his mother. The group decides to investigate things over at Lucian's School for the Gifted, as many leads seem to bring them there. They're focused on solving the undead infestation within the necromancy basement, and perhaps try and exchange words with the head of the school, or find the young man they saw in the casino. They stopped short after entering the grounds of the school by a supposed head boy that goes by the name Peyton, an unpleasantly proud fellow. The party does not seem to converse well, nor is getting any of their demands met by this young man. Instead, they begrudgingly follow the boy down to the basement, where they're locked inside the necromancy floor with nothing but a few warnings and a snickering laugh. With diplomacy out of the way, the party is happy to make use of the excellent skill set of their newfound friend Annie Grimes, who unlocks doors without as much as a flick of a hand. However, the whole seemed to surprise them immediately. With a couple of topi, they were quickly dispatched. Emboldened by the ease of which their first encounter went, the party trudges forward and carelessly opens the next door. They do hear voices inside speaking of insidious things, but it's difficult to make out. And without hesitation, Alduin steps inside, soon followed by Lux, who stands in the doorway. The room looks empty, but this is merely a deception by two ghosts who soon possess both Alduin and Lux. What follows is a harrowing fight by their friends, attempting to release them of the spirits that possess them. Without any knowledge of these creatures or how to perform an exorcism, they begin to knock both Alduin and Lux unconscious. Xanamin's quick thinking succeeds the party in controlling the speed and movement of their possessed friends, and both Brion and Annie's painful blows and sharp attacks soon bring them both to the brink of death, where they are finally able to release them from possession and kill the ghosts once and for all. But not without Annie gaining a few years on her life, as she started to fight looking in her 30s and ended it as a geriatric rogue with a painful back. Let's see what these halls have further in store for them. You are all standing in the midst of the hallway, covered in burned webbing, ectoplasm that sticks to your skin, and with wounds all over your bodies. Annie, you see a strand of grey hair fall in front of your face, and as you wipe it away, you see liver spots have formed on your skin. You all take a breather amidst the sounds of moaning and rattling plumbing all around you. What would you like to do?
Well, first of all, I would like to say I doubt a 60-year-old woman would be geriatric, but okay.
I think you are 65, actually. Because if
Okay.
you start at 30, you gain 20, and then the second time you gain 5 years.
That's cool. Like, my grandmother is like 84, and she still rides her bike and has no problems whatsoever. So
Oh no! So
I'm done with
then,
that.
because it was 30 the first time. I don't know. We have to look it back because you said last time you were 65 then, but I don't know.
Yeah, and then I miscalculated, right? But it's
So-
just 65 is cool. It's still not that
Yeah.
old.
Okay. Around that age.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, that was intense. You've had better days, Annie.
What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know if you have looked at yourself in the mirror.
I can go try and find one, but the bathroom seems really far.
Well, I mean, I don't think if going into that bathroom is a good idea.
Oh,
mean-
well, I think we killed everything that was in there.
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. It was kind of weird stabbing our own people to death.
Yeah, that was something I'd not like to do again too soon.
No. Is there? Does anyone still have some meaning of healing, possibly?
Well, I have plenty ways of healing. It depends on how much time we want to take. I mean, I must say it was an interesting experience being possessed. But you do actually feel the blows when someone hits you. So,
I'm sorry.
you did a good job, by the way. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. It's fine. It's fine, really.
I also don't really feel comfortable taking a rest here.
Well, if we have like 10 minutes, I could give everyone some health back. If you guys want to go right away, I could heal you as well really quickly, but it would just take more energy.
Well,
Right.
I would have to say 10 minutes to soothe my back would not be bad. Maybe the stronger ones can bar the door.
Yeah, the ghosts don't pass through the walls.
No, they
Oh,
don't.
they don't.
So we could just fortify the door of the bathroom, and then we could take some time to actually rest.
Yeah, I actually do believe there's nothing left in the bathroom anymore. I just don't like that place now.
That's very fair. Oh, but I'd rather
It's also very
stumbling around with
frustrating that my pike just doesn't. It just doesn't get the job done.
this. Yeah.
It's very annoying.
Well, it got the job done.
Well, on you, yeah, but not on the
Ghost.
ghost thingies. And as I said, I'd rather not be again stabbing my party members.
Well, as I see it, the bathroom at the moment is the devil we know. We could also try and unlock the door and go back outside.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get through that door. To be fair, it seems like the annoying bitch kid actually locked it.
I think I have a way to circumvent locks.
Right.
Magical ones?
No, not magical ones.
I think it's magically locked.
I think we're stuck.
Right.
So
So,
much.
what are we gonna do? Bathroom, bar the door, and just take time?
I think it's I'm feeling really rough.
Yeah.
Well, there's just a question of do we want to take a little bit more time and reserve any magical means, or do we want to spend it and be on our way a bit quicker?
We can take
might
half
use
an
magical
hour.
means.
Half an
Does
hour,
this
use some
does
die.
Sure.
DM does the place seem safe? What does my gut feeling say?
Make
Like-
a perception check.
The spot we're in now, like I know the rest of this thing is.
Yes. Make a perception check.
Are we supposed to be still in the camp on the map, or do I have to refresh?
Oh, no, you're supposed to be in the, sorry. I just activated it, so everyone should now, there we go.
Yep.
Yeah, it's loading now.
I rolled a 19.
So with a 19, Brion, you look around, and with the information that you had heard mere moments before the fight that Annie had given to you all, you know that this hallway extends just a little bit further and has a locked door. Every door in this hallway is locked, apart from the one that you had opened from the lavatories. You do hear moaning, rattling pipes, and creatures that are of an insidious nature all around. But as you have been resting for quite a while and have had a fight that had made quite a bit of noise, nothing more has come within these halls. So, with the information that you also know, that each door is locked as a measure of preventing
Things escaping.
things escaping in certain parts of this basement, even though that this entire basement is currently infestated, it seems that for now you are safe as long as you do not open any more doors.
Okay. Brion will kind of just put her hands out to the entire party, just like be like pause, and then she kind of sniffs the air. I think we're safe for now. We could take a rest.
If Brian says so, it's fine by me. And I'll kind of slump down onto the stairs.
Grab a few of my rations, kind of munch on them.
I can't move my token, by the way.
Yeah, the game is still paused.
Yes, it is still paused.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So, quick question. How do I roll, like, hit die for a short rest in Foundry?
Okay, so how to roll hit die for a short rest? That should be. It's not
at
in
your token,
this
there's
thing.
a bed, and you can click short rest.
Oh, I
Oh
knew
yes,
that.
there we go.
Awesome.
You know what? I am going to roll.
Uninsured.
How much am I going to roll?
So as everyone is taking a short rest, yeah, how many hit dice would you like to roll? Because I think Annie is rolling how many?
I don't know how it works. It doesn't.
No, I don't know how
let
to
me-
select how many.
Yeah, me neither.
You just let me know how
Oh, you
many.
don't?
Just let me know how many, and then you just click a few dice, I
Okay.
believe.
I want to roll, well, 2, but...
Okay, so 2. Then I know that you're rolling 2.
Roll hit die.
I want to roll 3.
Okay.
And I want to roll 4 of them.
Oh, you just need to roll one at a time. Okay, I get that. Check.
I am also going to roll 4.
I'm just gonna roll 0.
Wow, this is a beautiful program, this Foundry. This is really nice.
Okay, so I rolled 27. Oh, it automatically adds it. That's awesome.
I know.
Whoop, I'm full again. Oh, I feel much better already. Oh.
Yep.
I am. Am I going to do that? Am I going to do that?
You know what the stupid thing is, guys?
What?
I have actually a way to prevent ghosts from possessing someone.
You
It's
do.
just, well, yeah, but only on one person, and I really need to focus all the time.
Right.
So it's kind
Okay.
of distracting. But
Yeah, I get that.
I'm kind of wondering if I should cast it on myself. 'Cause
Yes.
then I will be able to help somebody else if need be. But I also have many other cool things that I rather want to focus on. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, what I was wondering, like, Elduin, you do your concoction thingies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I could put on my weaponry to make it work against these things?
Well, my thing isn't actually a concoction. It's blood magic.
Right.
And I will probably need a long time for me to teach you that. But do I have anything? I don't think I do. I'm afraid I don't specifically have anything. I know that some blood hunters use like this holy oil stuff or something, but we don't have that. So for now, we don't
Right.
have anything useful I can do. I'm afraid.
Well, slow but steady wins the race.
Yeah.
Is there anything we can do about that?
About what?
Well,
About my back, which is still sore? I
I'll
really
take-
thought the resting would help.
I'll take like my silver sword. Like look into this.
Sorry, could you say that again?
I take out my silver sword and I'll show her her own reflection in my sword.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh dear. When did I dye my hair?
You look like me now. I think it kind of suits you.
I
Yeah.
think
Except for the ripples.
I think I look just a tad older, don't you think?
Maybe a little. just a tad.
Yes, well, we'll see what there is to do about this when we make it through.
Well,
Have
but are you
I-
going to be able to fight like this, though?
Sure, it's just a little bit of pain in my back. I probably shouldn't do another barrel roll, but other than that, I can still swing a sword, and I swing my sword a couple of times. Yeah, that works.
Zanamin, could you... Is the kind of cleaning thing something you could do on her? Maybe just iron out?
No. No. Just wouldn't work.
Oh.
The cleaning thing doesn't work that way.
I visited a monastery once where they seem to be able to cure all kinds of things, but
If
it's
she
very
starts-
far.
If she starts drooling, I can clean that up.
I was gonna ask, did I ever see anything like this in the temple that I used to live?
Make a Arcana check.
Nope.
Let me see. Yeah, you've never seen a ghost within the temple age a person like that, or have heard of an instance like this before. So you also wouldn't know what to do.
It's all right, dearie. We'll just go to the famous monasteries where they know how to cure all kinds of things. I've never heard of this either, but they must know.
You actually, your little owl familiar, you've ordered him to look around everywhere, and although he hasn't found anything during the battle in the lavatories, you do see him currently a little bit further up underneath this door, trying to pick at what seems to be a piece of paper.
Well, I think we should have a look-see at what the bird is trying to show us. Don't you all agree?
Even your voice is different.
Yeah, your intonation, like.
I feel a little bit cold in my bones right now.
It must be from all the shouting that we've done earlier.
Right.
Fair enough.
The height that the owl is flying, would it look like something maybe Brion could reach?
Oh, the owl is actually on the floor, and the little piece of paper it's picking at is in between the slit of the door. It seems to be jammed in there quite hard.
So, in the door, not underneath the door?
Yeah, so like you have a door, and then you have like where the door and the floor meet. There's nearly no crack with these doors. They seem to all be hermetically closed. However, there seems to be a piece of paper stuck in between the door and the floor.
I don't think... I have a bad feeling about that piece of paper.
Could be
I
a
go over
note.
there and grab it.
It's quite difficult to grab without tearing it. Your owl had already difficulty trying to wiggle it loose, but you could try and wiggle it loose if you'd like. You can do that with a sleight of hand check.
Oh, I'm really good at that. Wait.
We went in with so much confidence, and now you're scared of a piece of paper, Brian.
Well, it's what experience learns us. As I said, I'd rather not stab one of my party members to death again.
So you find a piece of paper. On it, there seems to be, in a very hastily written script, a few words. And the words glow as if by magic on it. Would you like to read it?
Xanamin, could you come over here for a second?
Yeah, sure.
This seems to be your area of expertise. And I hand it to him. I don't look at it, I'm afraid, because it's glowy.
Does he get a cookie with it?
Yeah.
So as you look at this piece of paper, the writing appears as if it is written in an unknown or magical script that is unintelligible.
Have I ever read anything about glowing letters on paper?
Make an
Well-
Arcana check.
Because my gut feeling says bad juju.
Bad juju.
Can I help Xanamin with this? Oh, never mind.
You certainly can if you wish. But it seems that as you walk over to help Cinnamon with this, Cinnamon just holds his hand up and says, I've got this. I've got this. So this is actually a very basic spell that you've been taught. A lot of students use it to hide little notes that they send to each other. But this is an illusory script spell. Should the spell be dispelled, the original script and the illusion disappear.
This is a way to pass notes.
Yes.
somewhat confidential notes. So we can't really find out what's written on here.
But
Yeah.
you do know that something about it tells you, well, back in the day when you were in school, that the students had figured out that if you say the right word whilst using your arcane focus, it would appear to you.
To be young and pass notes in class.
I hope.
are
Do you like
a
me?
few
Yes or no?
stains. There are a few stains of blood and an ice crystal on it. It's
Someone
like
take note?
there's just this snowflake is frozen solid made of blood on it. As you look very closely towards it right now.
I hold it in my hands and I focus and I think password.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes.
Welcome 2020.
Yeah.
You hold it in your hand and you think password. Nothing happens. You do know that only a creature with true sight can read any hidden message in it.
Mm-hmm. True sight. Let me have a.
So I'll just read this spell out loud for you because I just gave you like little tidbits of information. But since you rolled so high, you know the entire thing.
Yeah.
So a student or anyone else, or at least the creator of this piece of parchment, wrote on this parchment and imbued it with a potent illusion that lasts for the duration. To you and any creatures you designate when you cast a spell, the writing appears normal, written in your hand, and conveys whatever meaning you intended when you wrote a text. To all others, the writing appears if it were written in an unknown or magical script that is unintelligible. Alternatively, you can cause the writing to appear to be an entirely different message, written in a different hand and language, though the language must be one you know. Should the spell be dispelled, the original script and illusion both disappear. A creature with true sight can read the hidden message. You also know that back in the day, students altered this spell a little bit as it was originally made, that with a password, you could also reveal what was the hidden message.
If I can only read this with true sight or with whatever.
Password, it seems.
Yeah.
And
Are you saying
currently
that
it
out
isn't.
loud?
The dragon, the clockwork dragon, he knows true sight. So when he wakes up again, we can ask him to read this to us.
That's clever.
And currently, what you see is a piece of paper with lots of blood stains on it. It seems to be that whoever wrote it was in dire need.
Yeah.
And they went also through great difficulty in creating what looks to be some sort of a snowflake made of blood, frozen solid to the paper.
Yeah.
Try
Does that-
admin 1, 2, 3. No kidding.
Can you
Does that
try,
snowflake mean anything to me?
Well, with the Arcana check you made, you know only of the illusory script, but you're smart enough to know that the snowflake itself has nothing to do with the illusory script, but however, the creator who made it can make anything on this piece of paper appear as they want it to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I know that.
it was intentional to make this look like that.
Yeah, what I'm thinking right now is that it's probably it's either a mark from the person that made this note in very dire yeah.
Are you contemplating this out loud? Or are you doing in-brain stuff?
I am doing this out loud, yeah. Somebody wrote this while under a lot of pressure with all the blood around it. And this snowflake is probably a hint about who made this message or how we can read it.
Well, you were just telling it password. Maybe try it with Snowflake.
Yeah, I can try it with Snowflake and with something else. The help. Or
Maybe the snowflake isn't a hint as to how to read it, but a warning as to what we can find in this room.
that's also very, very true.
Then why not just write it out? Why hide the warning?
Because there might be somebody down here who can read it and they didn't want them to read it. I don't know.
We often keep things close to the vest.
Right.
As sorcerers. So that might be something.
You also just think back at the creatures you just defeated who were both capable of speech, reading, taking over your bodies.
Yeah. It might just be a precaution to not make a situation like this any
Worse.
worse. All these
Right.
walls are enchanted to not let spirits pass.
Right.
I think we should leave this door for now. We might find something else.
Have you
Yeah.
already
So-
actually tried Snowflake on it, though? As
No.
a password?
I can try that.
Try it.
Do it.
Go for it.
Do you have an arcane focus of some sort?
I have my Wand of Secrets, but yeah.
Well, a wand of secrets might be useful
Yeah.
too.
Cling! Light bulb!
Yeah, Wand of Secrets will tell me if there's a secret door or a trap. So not really.
Right. Okay.
Which is as is written.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I believe I can use it as an arcane focus because it's still a wand.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll try. I'll try Snowflake, Snow, and Blood.
As soon as you try the word snowflake and the wand of secrets touches the paper, the snowflake melts away and reveals a message. Help. I am frozen solid. Blue scream of death. Heavily damaged. Please help. And then you see a scroll of remove curse fall from the paper.
Oh shit.
Let me just continue.
Paper hidden within paper? What is this magic?
Can you repeat the message again for me? Because I
have
was
it.
not ready for modes.
I think it's
Help.
help. I am frozen solid. Blue
Blue
scream of
scream
death.
of death.
Yeah.
Help, please. And a remove curse fall from the paper.
Right.
So it's a scroll of remove curse.
Yes.
With a note of someone that is frozen solid.
Now the name Blue Scream of Death. Oh, and don't forget that it also mentioned Blue Scream of Death, heavily damaged.
Yes.
Well. So
Have
you
I heard of
could,
that?
if you want, yeah, you can for a Blue Scream of Death, you can make a Arcana or a Religion check. Your choice. Who wants to do that as they think about this?
I would like to make
Two
an
of
arcana
us or
check.
just one of us?
Whoever
I
is looking at this piece of paper at the moment. And either two of you can make a check, or one of you that with the help of the other.
I can help Cinnamon with his Arcana if he wants to.
Yes, please. Please help me.
Okay. Both of you are now discussing any creatures that you know that might be this thing. Make an Arcana check.
Yes.
With advantage.
Yeah. Let me just do that again.
Ah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what you need. So, the Scream of Death is a banshee created from the undead remnants of a Guan Ellen, or a snow elf. They are rarer than normal, and they are a dangerous foe. One of its abilities that they are able to do once a day is to do a death scream. And it releases a bone-chilling scream, provided that it's not in sunlight. And this scream has no effect on constructs or undead, but if you fail your saving throw against it, you magically begin to turn to ice and are restrained. You are then frozen solid until freed by a Great Restoration spell or any other magic, like Remove Curse. Things that you also know about it is that, like a ghost, it has resistances against quite a lot of things, like acid, fire, lightning, thunder, and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons. Its immunities are cold, necrotic, and poison. And it also has condition immunities like charmed, exhaustion, frightened, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, and restrained. It can detect life. And as you realize this, the clanging of metal pipes had stopped about 2 to 3 minutes ago when you were reading this piece of paper that were originating from that room.
I relay all the information about
You
the-
also know that it has an ice aura, and at the start of each of the blue scream death's turns, each creature within 5 feet of it will take 1d6 cold damage. And any non-magical liquids within the area are frozen solid. You also take 1d6 cold damage every time you hit it. It can also move through creatures and objects as if it were difficult terrain, and then you will also take damage. And it has a horrifying visage, which some of you already know the effects of.
This is gotta be a tough one.
Before we do anything, I rip off a little bit of like my undershirt under my armor and I stuff it in my ears. I deafen myself.
So you are actually positively deafening yourself? Because that means that you will be protected against those kind of things, but you cannot gain the benefits of hearing things. Like healing would.
I'll kind of wave at Annie and go like,
I tell my owl to be my ears.
Okay, yeah.
okay. I mean, we could have just made signs for each other, like hand signals or whatever, but right? She's already deaf. Fine.
Just
okay.
Going over all of the information that whoever wrote this message and is currently frozen solid was a person who managed to heavily damage this creature and is in dire need of your help.
It's most likely behind this door. That's probably how the paper gets stuck underneath the door
Yeah.
in the first
Yeah.
place.
I mean, heavily damaged sounds promising. And if we could possibly thaw the person first, put it in the microwave, just 60 seconds,
Does that
maybe
ward of
they
you,
could help?
Alduin, Because that's
Yeah, we could have a new ally.
Taking cold damage.
Right.
No, sadly enough, it does not. But I can take a bit of punishment. I've healed quite a bit. If you guys want to do this, I'm all in, and I think that Annie has the right idea of deafening ourselves. Yeah, I think. I also think.
Should we come up with some sort of communication, like run away, stop, move, whatever?
That's a good idea.
I'm
think
also
maybe
just guessing
help
you're all kind
be a
of
good
doing
one.
this during your short rest, so you're like having a little bit of a kumbaya circle in front of this door.
I mean, maybe help would be a nice signal to at least get across to someone.
Yeah, I have two things that I would like to talk about. First, I was wondering, Xanamin, how long would it take you to actually learn the spell? I didn't focus on any curing of that kind of thing today, so
I can't
if anyone
really.
else...
At this moment, I can learn this spell.
Okay.
But you could use it, right?
I can definitely use it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just as a backup if anyone else also freezes. But I can melt you tomorrow if need be.
Well, if we deafen ourselves, we should not be able to be frozen, right? If we can't hear it, it can't
Yeah.
affect
Yeah.
us. So,
The only, yeah. Well, if you guys are wounded, I can still help you if I can touch you if you're
yeah.
nearby. It's just
so
if
can
I
I.
want to heal every one of you, the whole group, you have to be able to hear me. Otherwise, it
Right.
won't work.
Right. Well,
But
maybe then.
Let's just hope we don't need that.
Maybe then think about that.
So, healing word, I'm sorry, I just said that wrong earlier, but it's a creature of your choice that you can see within range.
Oh.
So, they don't need to hear you.
I think it says they need to be able to hear you.
No, it does not. I just looked it
Oh,
up.
really? That's cool.
You just read it.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Just read it. No, it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's not there. Yeah, indeed.
Okay. Then,
So-
then maybe let's just do this for help or whatever. Like, and abort, move, get out.
Yeah. Well, basically, just keep an eye on each other. It's also important because we can't call out to each other. So make sure that you're
Right.
checking everyone while you're doing things.
So, DM, can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
How is it? Because I very quickly said, can I ask my owl to be my ears for me? But is that possible? Like, because we can communicate telepathically, but can I
If this creature is your ears, then the thing is that with Find Familiar, I believe that you are then blind and deaf.
No, I'm
And,
not looking through his eyes. I'm asking him to communicate telepathically to me if there is a danger or a sound.
Okay, if there's a dangerous sound or anything like that, then on its turn or on its initiative, it can communicate that to you.
Okay.
Awesome.
Just
You guys seem to
wondering.
know pretty much about this creature already. I was wondering the effects it tries to put on you, like the screams and stuff. Do you need like the willpower to resist it? How does it work? Did it influence your body or your mind, or?
Well, the horrifying visage is a sight-based ability of this creature, and that you need to be wise for that to not be frightened for it. However, the scream that turns you to ice is a hearing-based ability, and that's just how hardy you are. So your constitution would be high to resist that sort of thing.
It's good to know. I'm just thinking how we could best prepare for it.
Yeah. Maybe I could.
Do you think they can do it like at will, or that they have like a certain amount of slots to do? Well, slots.
I think it was once a day.
The very, very, very powerful turning to ice kind of thing is a once-a-day thing. The visage is everyone within 60 feet that can see her if she turns herself into something horrifying.
I presume the blood on the note looks like it's older than a day. Like it's not.
You can
red,
make a medicine check to see if it is older than a day.
I will also use my
This
my
is
knowledge of
brilliant.
Can I
assist
ask
Cinnamon.
Alduin to do that?
I will identify this blood and its age for you.
All right, and with the help of Cinnamon, you can roll with advantage.
Medicine check, was it correct?
It is a medicine check, yes.
Terrible. An 8.
It seems that with the unlocking of this piece of paper, the blood has disappeared to a certain degree. It's very hard to discern right now. So even with your excellent skill set, you can't really say for certain.
We have to
takes the
presume.
paper, like he feels it. It's old, but I can't really say. It could also be the magic.
We know other people went in before us,
Yes.
Yeah.
so we have to presume that this note is older than a day.
Yeah. But I mean, if we plug our ears, we should be fine. I mean,
Mostly.
I've trained several combat styles, so I think I could do without my hearing fine.
I can message. I just don't know if that would work with earmuffs on because
I believe
never
you
tried
hear it
that.
in your head, right? I think it happened to me once. It's very
Yeah,
weird.
but it's not telepathy.
Also,
Right.
don't
It's
look
still
at
hearing.
it if you don't have to. You know.
Look at your toes. Do the tummy stare. Right.
All right.
So I will then plug my ears as well.
So I've got message as well, and it doesn't say that you need to be able to hear, which makes sense because it's magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can send it to people far, far away.
I don't think that message can send it that far. 120 feet.
That's pretty far to shout.
Good point.
Also, before people start ripping up clothes, Alduin just stops everyone. He takes out his medicine kit, and I will expend one use of my healer's kit to give everyone some cotton wool, so they don't have to rip their own clothes.
So a combination of cotton wool and probably from like Xanamon's very old component pipes. You have some sticky. How do you call it?
Resin.
Resin. That was the word I was looking for. Horse, but resin.
Right, yeah.
You make these really lovely makeshift earplugs, and suddenly the sounds of it all stops. It's a lot more peaceful
Nice.
right now.
Wow, this really works great. I'm just talking still.
Yeah, this is awesome. It's very
guys?
cool.
Remember, I can read lips.
Oh right.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So you
So
can
you
just
now know what
talk
I'm
to me
saying.
if you want to.
So currently we should just like mute everyone and you all have to continue this session with hand gestures.
That's amazing.
So describe what your characters are doing.
Alduin is taking out a silver sword and he is actually lighting it on fire. So I'm just gonna do a quick d6 roll.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
kind of clean my pike a little bit.
Okay, that's very interesting, cleaning your pike.
Spit on it, and yeah.
Who of you are going in first? I would like to bless some of you.
They can't hear you.
I take out
True.
my thieves' tools and I go like,
I'll bless Annie, Xanamin, and
I'll take a step back.
myself. I'm sorry, but I'll
All
bless
right.
myself.
Can you please
Brianna is
place
nodding, yes.
your player character tokens where you want them to be right now? Because it's very important, including your familiar.
no, he's gonna be on my shoulder.
Well, no, over here.
Though, can I say, as soon as something attacks Annie, I'll be jumping in.
Yes. So you're preparing an action that as soon as something flies out of that door, you step in. Any other prepared actions here?
I will prepare like an attack for if something comes in range of me.
Okay, would you like to stand behind Brion or next to her? Because there is kind of split.
I will stand next to Brion, and I've got like one hand on her shoulder.
Cinnamon, is there... You have a little thing in your token. Is that your mage armor?
That's my mage armor.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right. Do you want to prepare?
I'm holding Sacred Flame.
Okay.
I don't think I can prepare anything
By the way,
if I'm about to do something, right?
You can click an effect def on your character if you want to.
Oh, that's awesome.
And also blessed for
For the ones that are
Annie
blessed.
and what did I say? Cinnamon?
Cinnamon, yeah.
Yes.
Cinnamon, I said.
Who has the scroll of remove curse?
I do.
Okay, you're standing all the way back there? Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Then we know. Then
I'll carry Cinnamon in as soon as we need him.
okay, I'm going to...
So for Bless, if you go to your character sheet, you should be able to turn on an effect, and then it will automatically roll Bless for everything that you do.
Where?
There's an Effects tab,
Right.
and there should be Bless. So if you right-click it, you can toggle effect.
Oh, nice. Wait, why did it deleted the effect? Oh, okay. I already...
Maybe because you already had it.
Oh, maybe you already turned it on.
I don't want to open the door. I don't want to.
Alright.
Here we go.
So, make a lock-picking check, please.
No.
Oh,
You see Annie be like,
Okay. Okay. Can I? Oh, I can't click my thieves' tools.
yeah.
That's stupid.
And Lux, you are concentrating.
You know what? You know what I do? I do not do this, and I go like this to my party, and I take a couple of steps back.
Okay, you very quickly do this since spells are up at the moment.
Yeah, I very, very quickly do this, and instead I cast Mage Hand, and I have Mage Hand Leisure de Main or something.
All right, yeah, you can use a mage hand to make a lock-picking check. So
That is what
with
I
your
do.
mage hand up, you move it towards the door and make a lock-picking check.
Okay. Sucks that I can. Oh, I can click it actually. Thieves' tools. Use thieves' tools. Dexterity. Normal. 22.
You hear from a distance, and it opens. The door's lock is open, but the door itself is still closed.
I used my mage hand to open the door and push it open.
And as the door opens, I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
do the people who are holding an action get advantage?
Kurt, yes, give it a second. We're just gonna roll for initiative.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm going to change the music.
My initiative sucks. Nice.
Oh, nice.
What's so
Eren and
pretty?
Eren and Ayada, you haven't actually. Have you gone to the effects tab in your character sheet and turned on Bless?
No,
yes.
I just added the effect on the token and it automatically put it on the effects. And if you toggle it, it deactivated.
Oh, it did? Nice.
So, as you open the door, you reveal. Oh, I have to click on this thing. Come on. There we go. So, as you open the door, what you suddenly see is a person. It's a woman with blue, white frozen skin and black hair. She seems to be wearing some sort of a scale mail skirt. It has a shield just in her hand, like in her left hand as she's trying to shield herself from something. Her face is facing towards the door with her hand outstretched, almost like she just casted something. And behind her is the visage of a woman dressed like it's like a white snow elf with her hair floating in the air, almost like she's underwater, but she's not. Her eyes are just completely white, and she opens her mouth and screams an ear-splitting, bone-chilling scream that seems to vibrate every single thing around you, and only your owl needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I forgot about that.
There is just elevator music in Alduin's head, just.
Wisdom, right?
Frion is like, I'm hungry. I want something to eat.
You also see that in this visage there are just rips and shreds in her that are just blinking and flittering. Whatever this ghostly figure is, it seems to be heavily damaged, almost like part of it is like necrotically fading away.
The owl rolled a 19.
A 19? Well, with a 19, your owl saves against it. And it will only take 14 cold damage.
Only.
Okay, so it's completely dead.
Yay, it's safe!
Only take 4. Dude, that's like, if a save is 14 damage, that's like half my total health, guys.
Well,
Yes.
That
Right?
is
You
my-
plugged your ear.
But that was her saved action because she heard you. Now, everyone else's saved actions can happen right now, but since you all waited until something came through the door, none of these saved actions have an effect, I believe, because Sacred Flame does not have that reach. And I don't think that Lux can see her. No,
I don't think
she
I
can't.
have
So-
an angle yet.
So this was the surprise round, and from now on, we are going to begin combat. Yes. So, Annie, you're standing in front of this door. You see right in front of the door this woman encased in ice. She stares with like a look of fear, but you see her eyes, her pupils still move behind this ice. She seems heavily restrained, but something in her eyes tells you that she's really happy to see you.
She's wagging
Wait.
her tail.
Just to make sure, like this round person that I see in this room, is that
Yes. This is
the bitch lady, or
This
is
is
that...
the person completely encased in ice.
Okay, and I cannot
the
see
nose.
the baddie.
From here, you can see just a little bit of the. Oh,
Yeah,
is
no,
it
we
hidden?
don't see it.
Okay,
No one
no,
does see
okay,
it.
just checking.
No, you can see it. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, okay,
there we
cool. What I do? Oh, golly gee, jeez Louise. What do I do? What do I do? I'm so scared. Can I? Oh gosh. Can I cast, no, I can't. That's a melee thing. I'm gonna hold my action. I'm only going to attack it if the thing comes out, and since I don't have
Oh,
the
sorry.
scroll.
I did something wrong.
Oh dear.
Annie, why is your health down?
Oh, I
No,
don't know.
that's my fault.
Oh, okay.
So I wanna hold my, and I hold an attack, prepare an attack for, and the trigger is if the baddie comes out, and like
Yes.
comes close to me, comes within reach, then I will attack it. Otherwise, I will stand fast.
Yes. So you're just going to wait and hold out until the creature comes close to you, and then you will attack it. So you're holding an action to attack when it is within reach. That is the end of your turn. Now, Zanamin, you see Annie reacting to something within that room. You cannot hear anything, but you just saw the owl just explode of something. Just a little bit of snow crystals are falling down. So whatever happened, cold damage, ceased that creature to exist. Nothing is coming out of the door, but you do see these wisps of cold coming out of this door, like when you see cold air floating into warmer air. That's basically what you see drifting out of this door right now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna step aside to see if I can see something, and apparently I can. No. See?
No.
A thing. And I'm not that eager to go into the room on my own. So I will prepare a firebolt in case something comes into my view.
All right.
Yeah. And that will be my turn.
Okay. So, Lux, you also see Annie's familiar just poof out. Just this it just explodes in ice shards and ceases to exist. You cannot hear anything, but you have also seen just the very walls move of the vibrations of this ear-splitting scream. And you also see just these wisps of cold coming out of this room. However, from the position you are currently facing, you can only see just a very sliver of this room. And
Yeah,
what would you
I'll
do?
move up a little to see if I can get an eye on the spectre.
As soon as you move one step forward, you are looking into the eyes of this snow maiden made of pure icy hatred. She seems damaged at parts of her body, but still very dangerous. She sees you.
All right. Am I going to use my spiritual weapon? I think I'll hold on for it for a bit. I'll Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Just to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right. She rolls a 13.
I think that fails.
Yeah, your DC is 15.
Yeah.
Ah, she fails. So how much damage does she take?
9. 9 points of
Nine.
radiant damage. And after that, I'll step back. Here.
Pew!
Okay. Have you targeted her and did it take off 9 damage?
Maybe.
Oh no, I have
don't think I
to.
did target her.
No, never mind. I click on her and then I apply damage. That's how I did last time. Yeah, that worked. Good.
Okay.
Kind of
Okay,
forgot.
so it
that
is
that
on
worked
applying
like that.
damage that is the issue. Interesting. I will write that down.
Yeah, I just clicked on it and then I applied damage. So yeah.
Yeah, that's when the error displays. So
Yeah, for me
Alright,
too.
alright. And it's radiant damage, right?
Yeah.
Oh, then you see. Well, she really does not like that.
That's why I stepped back.
And you did not expect that much effect as your, like, the damage that you did, it just continues to burn and sizzle away on her body, and she's like, ah! Like doing that.
I would like to call out to Brion. Seems like the training that you really paid off. And she can't hear me, but I don't realize. And I'll end my turn.
All right. Now, what you see is the panicked flickering of eyes within the eyes of the iced person, but she is unable to do anything. Okay, now it is this creature's turn. Not happy by what just happened, but happy that she can move out. She has a flying speed of 40. How am I?
If she comes out, my action triggers.
Yes.
Same here.
So does
But she
Sanna.
doesn't know.
Not back far enough.
No,
But she doesn't know that.
I was just reminding everyone, I guess.
Okay, so which thing would I can't move it?
You're still in the
Yeah, take the circles. You gotta take
the
the
line
circles.
draggy thing. You need to
I did
select a
take
person
the
token.
circles. I did take the circles.
Or is it the square? It's the square.
You need to have the
If you
square.
want to move.
The square? Okay, yes, thank you. So she moves over here and then moves towards Lux, which she can do. And she flies over. So Annie, your action is triggered.
Quick question.
Yes.
Cinnamons as well, by the way.
While she flies by, my action triggers.
Yes.
But since she is also coming in and out of range, does that also give me a reaction attack of opportunity when she moves past me?
Yeah, so as you attack her, she is within range, so whatever ability she has to damage you when you attack her will happen.
Yeah,
No,
no,
don't know
that's
what
not
you
my
mean.
question.
She moves past Annie, so she comes into her melee range and then out of her melee range again.
Yes,
So does she get
that
her hold
means-
action and
No, you
an attack of opportunity?
That was my
no,
question.
because a hold action takes up your reaction.
I knew that. I was testing you.
Yeah, I know. But continue.
All right. Okie dokie. I will attack.
What is that?
Nice.
That's
That's
a natural 20.
Wow! I was just like leaning closer to the screen to see whatever that was, but
I don't have to bless you.
Okay.
no, 26 definitely hits.
So then I do crit damage. 10 total.
10 total. All right. And it is a non-magical effect, non-magical
correct.
attack. Okay, so it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you wish. However, now I hope I can do this. Is it doing it? Oh yeah, so you take 1d6 cold damage right now from her, which is 5, as you attack her.
I'll go -5 there. Okay, cool.
And she is going to use her corrupting
Can I
touch.
Still use my reaction as well. My prepared action.
Cinnamon was holding an action as well for when she came out of the
A
door.
firebolt, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes. Okay, well, let's do that first.
It's expel. Let's just check if it did. Yes.
And 19 hits.
Great. 11 points of fire damage.
It also seems that, as you already know, she is resistant against fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't do that much as you wish, but it is chipping away, and she seems heavily injured right now. But she's going to use her corrupting touch on Lux.
Yay! It will be great.
With a natural 20.
Ooh.
But something is wrong with that, because it turns into a 17. Why is it a minus? I think something is wrong. Never mind. Anyways, yeah, it's a +6 to hit instead of the -3. So I'll keep that in mind, because I didn't put this sheet right in the foundry. Anyways, you take. Can I also just normally roll? Because it doesn't seem to work that well.
Yes, /R to just normally roll.
Okay, thanks. So, on a hit, it will take 3d6 plus 3 necrotic damage.
Can you also use DM inspiration to make someone else reroll, or isn't that a thing? I never use.
No, it's only for
inspiration.
yourself.
Okay.
Since it's 3d6 doubled plus 3, so I'm making it 6d6 plus 3. That is the first damage, and then you get cold damage, so I'll make that 4d6 cold damage.
Dude, this is fucking OP.
This is a natural 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you take 28 damage as she
Yikes.
attacked. She's so infuriated by the radiant damage that you inflicted upon her that her arms reach inside of your body and you feel her ghostly hands hold your heart and squeeze until your heart just turns to ice, your veins turn blue, and you take a lot of damage. That is the end of her turn. Now it is Brion.
Yes, Brion is pissed. What I'll do first is I'll look over my shoulder to Xanamin,
Yes.
and I'll point at the door, the door that just was opened, and then make like a scroll movement.
She's
and
doing
point
it.
and point, and I am going to get a little bit closer to this creepy lady. And I am going to fling my hand axe at her face.
Alright.
That's the 13.
A 13 just hits. It seems that this creature is missing plates of armor on its body. It's hanging loose. Whatever the person that's frozen solid inside of the room did to her, she's not as protected as she once was.
Okay, I'll try to give it like a little bit of a underhand fling so it just hits the neck.
All right, yes.
5.
So it just scrapes it a little, and she just turns her head, screams in reaction, like, again, it's bluff. It's not her reaction, but she screams again. You don't hear anything, but this is an angry lady. It's just a Karen at,
Yep.
you know, any retail store right now.
Be angry at me. Hello. Yep.
Is that the end of your turn, Brion, or is there anything else you would like to do? Would you like to maybe move a little bit further away from the opening of this door?
Well, yeah, and kind of gonna try and block the path from the ice lady and Annie, so I'll be the first one to get. And I'll maybe taunt her a little bit.
Yeah?
That's it.
Wow, that's a lot of natural 20s! Whoop whoop!
I made a concentration check for the bless, for the damage.
Alright,
Oh,
yes?
right.
So yeah, I kind of needed a high roll on that.
So you see Lux, despite her heart just being grabbed by this creature, you see these arms disappearing in her chest, you see her whole face just turning to ice, like tears crystallize in the corner of her eyes right now, but she just looks and focuses on all of you, and this warm light that's within you, it stays.
No.
Nice.
We need some Arcart guidance here.
Alright, so just because I can and because it's funny, as Alduin walks up, he goes over there, gets into melee range. Alduin will use his bonus action to use an ability he doesn't use that often, called Blood Curse of the Marked. Consume resource, yes. Which, as Cinnamon sees him doing this, he's like, wait, but that doesn't work on ghosts because someone needs to have blood in its body. But then Alduin does something that he hasn't done before yet, and he amplifies it, taking 1d6 damage. 2. Very nice. Apply.
And the ghost disappears. Oh,
Apply
no.
damage. No, sadly enough, no, but bonus action. I now roll an additional Hemocraft die in my next attack.
Nice.
And I have advantage, but I needed to amplify it because then it also works on creatures that do not have blood in their bodies. So I'm just gonna go for my first Silver Sword attack. With advantage. 17 to hit.
And that hits.
So I do an additional 1d6.
And your sword is on fire, I believe.
My sword is on fire. Yes.
I do need to know all the damage separately.
Oh, right. I can tell you that. So my normal
Well, actually,
attack.
no. All of it is halved because it's fire is halved and non-magical attacks are
Okay.
halved. Okay.
Anyway, I could show you that, but for now that doesn't matter.
No, that's
anyway.
fine.
So it's 19 on the first attack.
Yes. So all of that is halved.
And just gotta check something real quick. Does it say for the next turn or on the next attack? What does it say? It says until the end of your turn. Okay, so second attack,
Yes.
I also get an extra d6. So second attack, 15.
That also hits.
Very nice. Another, d16, I don't think so. D6. And that is an additional 19 damage.
Same damage. It's difficult slashing through this incorporeal creature as your sword and the fire from it doesn't seem to be affecting it as much as you want. But in your experience with the previous two creatures, doesn't really matter. You just have to hit twice as much.
All right, that is the end of my turn.
Oh, and unfortunately, this one's dead.
I do take d6. I do take a. Don't I take a damage for every attack that I do?
Yes, you do. So you get 1d6 damage for every attack. And I will roll for that. Just roll 2d6. There we go. That is 6 damage.
All right.
And all non-magical liquids that you have on you are frozen solid.
All right. So my my mutagens are frozen for now.
Yes.
That's no problem.
Is that not magical?
Yes, it's not magical.
I don't think it is. No.
So your owl is not there.
Aw.
But then it's Annie's turn.
All right, so I am going to walk up here, and I believe that the creature is flanked.
It is not flanked by you, but you do have advantage, and thus
Right, yeah.
because
That's what
it
I
is
was
in
looking for.
melee with another creature.
Yes, so I am going to attack it with my short sword.
All right, roll for an attack.
Does it automatically add the bless?
I think we
well,
just.
That is
I looked at it again, and I think you have to, in effect, add the one that has the colored little logo. I think if you add it via your token, it actually doesn't work.
yeah.
It does. So if you click on effect, it should also say under inactive effects. bless, and you can add it instead of the white one.
Okay, I'm just gonna. Is it a 1d4?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
1d4.
just gonna type it instead of for now. Instead of
I can show it to you again if you want to.
So it's a normal attack with this on top. 16 to
It
hit.
does seem that she has the effect bless on her right now, in inactive effects on her character sheet. And it seems to also add it to her roll.
No, I did that manually.
Well, you have twice and +3. Oh yeah, okay, never mind then. Yeah, so 16 definitely hits.
I don't.
Now roll for damage as your sword sticks into this incorporeal body.
So I'm gonna roll for damage, and then I'm gonna also do sneak attack damage.
6 plus the sneak attack damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's 9 damage.
So that's 18 total,
Yes.
halved.
Yes.
So that was
She is near death right now. She wasn't dead already.
so that was my my action. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and
You get
Go around
also 1d6 damage.
right, yeah.
1. You're
Nice.
disengaging so fast from the
Moving.
battle that
Corner.
there's not enough time for the cold to grip your hands. So despite your frail old body, you get out of range quick.
Oh, and I need to end my turn.
Now it is Xanamin's turn. Xanamin,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
I would like to enter that room. Yeah. And I will use my remove curse spell
All
scroll.
right. So, using the remove curse spell scroll, how would you like to do that? You've never cast something like that before.
Yeah, I would like to. I hold the scroll up. I start to read it. What language is this in?
Arcane.
Arcane. Yeah.
Draconic?
Yeah.
But is it-
I start to read out the text on the scroll, and my runes start to glow, and this aura bursts from the scroll to the to the lady in the ice,
Yes.
and it starts to shatter.
It is shattered at the moment. She still seems extremely cold, but the ice slowly cracks and shatters away as you see it fall away, revealing a woman of a pale complexion with very dark brown, almost black eyes, looking extremely grateful at you as her hair, just extremely wet, just hangs beside her face. She has like little beads hanging from her hair and an armor made of scales of a strange serpent-like creature that you've never seen before. She carries a mace, and you just see her very woodenly almost just getting out of her frozen position, just crack the ice away from her shield that has a holy symbol on the side. That is the end of your turn, I believe, or is there anything you would like to say?
I'll use the rest of my movement to get back into the hallway.
Oh, and as a side note, she looks very young.
Oh.
Like around 17, 18.
Okay, that will be the end of my turn. Yeah.
This is Lux's turn.
I'll just scream out, get off of me! And this wave of radiant energy burst up from me as I'll cast Sacred Flame again.
All right.
So
And
that's
I'm going to
Lux,
make a
go, Lux,
dexterity
go, Lux.
saving throw. That is a 16.
that saves.
And she does not take any damage as she flies out of the way, deadly afraid from whatever damage you do to her.
That's all I'm going to do for now.
All right. And that is the end of your turn. Now it is Roi's turn. Roi takes a moment to get out of this iciness that's inside of her. Okay, now there should be a way to get rid of that light. Just there.
You're gonna use a
There we go.
Pokemon in this battle, Xanaman.
Yes.
She
I
just
actually said that.
gets out of the coldness that was holding her. Then she looks at all of you and will cast Bane on the creature. As she just moves forward, stands in front of Xanaman, almost as if she's protecting him right now. With her shield up, she just points at the creature and she says, "Die, you fucking bitch!" As you cast Bane. All right, and then the creature needs to make a charisma saving throw. And she rolls a 16. And unfortunately, it does not seem to take hold. You just see her like deflate a little. And then just she takes a protective stance right now. And just says, "Thank you so much." That is the end of her turn. Now it is the Blue Scream's turn.
No!
Who is now going to use her horrifying visage. So every non-undead creature within 60 feet of her that sees her must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened for 1 minute.
I'm so glad I moved out of
Great.
line of sight of it.
Yes, you cannot see it right now.
This is my forte.
So
Otherwise, I might have turned 90.
Oh
No, come on.
I rolled
come
a
on,
2.
Come on, come on.
Okay,
Please,
Alexis.
game, please. There we go. Thank you, game. Thank you.
Oh, dang.
she rolls a 15. So she saves against it. Lux fails, Brion fails, Aldwin saves, and Xanaman fails. You are all frightened of her. This means that you can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns with disadvantage if the Blue Scream is still within your line of sight. And the frightened condition means that you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within your line of sight. I also would like to mention that the icy aura, at the start of each of the Blue Scream's turns, each creature within 5 feet takes 1d6 cold damage, which is both Lux and Xanaman. Which is 1 damage. That is the end of the Scream's turn. Oh wait, and she's going to use her incorporeal movement to move through Lux and further away into this room right now. So Lux, you also take 1d10 force damage as she moves through you.
Wait, did they not get older like me?
Nope. You take 1 extra damage as she moves through you.
Can I take an attack of opportunity?
You can, and Alduin can as well.
Kill the bitch.
Yeah, I'll try. Try. Let's quickly check one thing. It says.
By the way, she's now outside of your line of sight, so we're no longer frightened, right?
No, you are still frightened, but so you do not have disadvantage on your saving throw against the frightened condition that you can make at the end
A
of your
natural
turn.
1 and a natural 20.
But you do have disadvantage on the attack
Right. Yeah. Okay.
because you're frightened.
I am not frightened. I saved.
I'm
Oh yes,
frightened.
of course. I'm sorry. Thank you for correcting me. So that is a natural 20 on her. Roll for damage.
So many dice, you guys. 23 points of damage.
And 23 points of damage,
Yes.
halved.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. Yes.
She is still holding
Son of
on.
a bitch!
Just a tiny flicker as she screams out.
Alright, I take 1d6 damage, right?
Yes, you do.
Give it to me.
6.
6! I can take it.
Now it is Brion's turn.
Well, I saw her moving through logs, probably.
Yes.
So I am going to sprint for as far as I'm capable towards her, and I will stab her with my bike. I'm very pissed.
Yes. Alright, roll to attack.
No!
It's a 1.
No!
Do I still have to roll my disadvantage, or is it?
Just for
What is
fun,
my
if
bad?
it is a second one, we're gonna do something. Alright.
Oh!
So yeah, unfortunately, you are unable to attack this creature. You're just too scared of it right now.
Yes, and I'm going to try again, because I have 2 attacks.
That one actually does hit.
And
'cause
a
it's
19 is a crit for me, actually.
Yes. Is that no? Because like is that the 12? Yeah, it is. Wow. No, because it's not a natural 19.
Right, okay.
No,
Yeah,
it's
sure.
a calculated 19.
12 piercing
How?
damage, I believe.
Would you like to end this?
Nice. Well, I am just going full ham. I'll have my pike upper-handed, and I'm just gonna... The first one missed, but I'll go back and go in for the second and try to put it, like, here.
So what you actually see, no one else sees this, but you see this creature just fall prone to the floor as she just tries to narrowly miss the first attack. She then just crawls up the stairs with like the last little bit of remnant of life, and then Brion lifts up her pike and just pierces it through like the midst of her spine, her shoulder blade, and just pierces it against the floor, where you just see her scream and just vibrate on the floor until the last bit of ghostly remnants just fades away and sinks and absorbs into the floors.
And then to end my turn, I'll poke my head around the corner and go like, "She gone!"
Is the end of the combat as well.
Can we have a bathroom break?
Yes.
People need a bathroom break. Yep.
Yes.
And now
that
we
was
are going to have a nice bathroom break, yes.
We
But
will
not
be
in this
back.
bathroom, because it's longer.
We will be back in 15 minutes. Stick
Yes.
around.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
And we're back.
Oh my god. I am so happy to see you guys here. Seriously. Jesus! And then she just flicks off a
Oh.
few snowflakes. Who of you here found my note? You must have found my note, right?
Yeah, we found your note. We found your note stuck on the
Oh
door.
my... She just turns around, grabs your cheeks, and just gives you a full kiss on the mouth. Thank you. It's very cold and wet.
Cinnamon, I think she's underaged.
She hears that and she says, I'm 18, I'm sorry. How did you guys
I'll
get here?
whistle.
Through the big door, the stairway.
Some very unpleasant student.
Yeah.
Oh, just little badge, black hair, slick back, you know.
Unpleasant attitude. Yeah, that's the one.
Fucking hate that guy. Oh my god, I wish I could just put an entered... I don't know. I just wish I could put an entered gerbil up his ass, because...
I just step closer with my flaming sword and just hold it next to her because she's cold.
Oh, and she just like puts her face to it, and it's like... Oh.
What does she look like?
She's warming up right now, but the blue color that you earlier thought was because she might be frozen isn't fading that much away. Her skin seems to be having a blue tint naturally. Her hair is black with a blue tint to it, and despite the sword being very close to her skin and trying to heat her up and what you would think might be drying her up, she continues to stay wet. She has dark eyes, like almost black. There's almost no white to it either. But, and then her armor is made of intricate scales that you can't place or recognize. And she has a very huge black shield with a religious symbol on it. She looks like, you know, one of them high school goths that really enjoy looking goth, but with an extremely happy, bubbly attitude. Like, just
Nice.
very free. I can't really, the opposite of Peyton, really.
Before I do anything, could I just run over here and try to find my axe that I flinked, I think, through?
Oh yeah, no problems. Very small hallway. You find the axe.
Right.
Yeah, and you return. She then just looks at the two guys that are surrounding her, and then the old lady, and she says, I'm sorry, ma'am. How are you doing?
Oh, thank you, dearie. I helped, you know.
Yeah.
She's actually the one who found your note.
Oh, is she? I'm so grateful. My name's Roe.
Rowie?
Rohe.
I'm sorry,
Ro.
could you repeat that? My ears aren't really...
Make a deception check at this point.
In the meantime, could I kind of like you're still deafened, so you need to take your plugs out as well, Annie. Like.
Oh, I'm kind of expecting that you've taken your plugs out at this point.
Yeah, I was just taking the piss, like pretending to be super old.
Yeah. So
But
what
which
is
I
your? Did you roll for deception?
Yes. It's a 11. An 11.
You just see her arch her eyebrow, and she just gives you like a playful slap against your cheek. I guess you ran into some ghosts.
Yeah, well.
I could help you with that if you want. So, like, we play around with ghosts all the time. So the teachers have this, like, emergency chest cabinet kind of thing. So if anyone dies or have, like, a curse or anything like that, we just break it open the cabinet and then you can, like, you know, cast it on yourself. I do have to say that as a student, we're insured for that, and our parents pay for the costs of those spells. But since this entire basement is overrun by ghosts, we can just say that, you know, some things were, you know, hidden away. And then you just see her, like, rattling, because there are a few things around her belt that she's kind of trying to obscure from sight right now.
Do I recognize the symbol on our shield?
Make a religion check.
It's 16.
A 16. It's very difficult for you to recognize. It seems to be quite obscure, and you don't recognize it.
Okay, since no one else is kind of reacting to her introducing herself, I'll just kind of stomp over and grab her hand, and I'll go like, "I'm Brion, hi," and I'll.
I am glad someone didn't forget their manners. She just chuckles a little bit.
And then for it being the half-orc, well, way to go.
Wow,
Yeah.
half-orc doesn't really matter, does it? You look good anyways. But those men, I sometimes have that effect on men. They lose their tongue. Could also be the silent spell that I sometimes cast on, boys who are a bit handsy. But other than that.
Oh right, wait, I have plugs in. I was wondering why I couldn't hear anyone. Hi, I'm Alduin. Nice to meet you.
Hello. Thanks for the heat of that sword. Looks very fancy. Where did you get that? Is it magical? And she just starts inspecting it a little bit.
It is magical, yes. But not the sword. The sword's actually kind of just silver.
Okay, so the effect is magical, but the sword is not. Evocation? You a wizard? You don't look like a wizard. You have too much muscle for it. And she starts just pincing your biceps.
He just shows his hand, which the blood of it is there's just blood like retreating back into like the scar or the wound that he uses.
Ah, wouldn't it be easier to just carve the back of your hand, since with the inside of your hand you grab your swords? It would be less painful.
Scar tissue is more vulnerable, which means that the back of my hand would become more vulnerable, which is generally towards my opponents.
You thought about that. Clever. Yeah.
Of course.
All right. So, are you like sent here to clear the holes or something?
Yep.
Yeah, we were.
Yep.
Ah,
Yeah.
I was frozen solid for 4 days.
Oh,
Well, it
shit.
sounds like it sucks. I'm Lux, and this is one of the worst and most interesting days I've ever had.
Amen.
You tell me, try being a student here for 4 years.
This thing happened more often. Oh, my name is Cinnamon, by the way.
Hello, Cinnamon. You look like a wizard.
I am. Yeah.
She chuckled.
Wait,
Very
wizard?
pretty one.
Well, I'm a sorcerer.
Wink, wink.
Oh, you're a sorcerer. That is so much cooler. Like, because like wizards, they have to study to get their spells, but sorcerers, they just. Have your parents fucked a dragon?
Not that I know of, but we don't talk about that stuff at home. So
Oh. Yeah.
That's a
I guess-
strange question.
Well, the thing is, we have a few sorcerers around here, and Peyton tries to boast that, one of his forefathers was a gold dragon, but we don't think that is. The only gold he has is shoved up his ass. But other than that,
is it in the shape
Yeah.
of a long stick? Because
yeah.
Listen,
Oh,
thought
what I
so.
Rowie?
would give to put an immovable rod there. Anyways.
Rowie was it, right?
I'm Rowie, yeah. Rowie, Rohei, whatever you want to call. My parents just thought it would be funny to give me an unpronounceable name for most of them.
Right. Listen, I have a proposition. If we get out of here alive, would you actually help me put that gerbil up Peyton's ass?
Yeah, even if you don't get out alive, I'll still help you get that gerbil up his ass. I can, raise you from the dead. Don't worry about that.
Great, that's a deal. Because I don't
Alright.
like that kid one bit.
Oh, I like you.
So, do you know the layout of this place?
Yes, it's a circle.
It's a circle.
Right.
And we might be in deeper trouble than we are right now, because I was still able to listen to a few things, and I heard some ghost overhear some things.
Yeah.
Sorry,
okay.
what did you want to say, old lady?
I was gonna say I'm Annie.
Oh, hey, Annie.
That's cool. That's it.
Yeah, she's our granny for now.
Yeah.
And,
Annie, the granny. I like
Yeah.
it.
Gr Annie. Yeah.
All right.
Do you want to
Fine.
continue being a granny, Annie, or would you like me to put some restoration on you?
Yes, I was going to ask where the cabinet is.
So, might be a little problem. I don't really know what's inside each of the rooms, but most of the spells could be either in the classrooms. We have some spells of like helping. The bestiary will definitely have a few healer kits and potions of healing, maybe a vitality potion as well if any of you are exhausted. It's often used for the animals. But I believe classroom A is for the higher students that practice the more difficult and dangerous spells. I think there's one scroll of restoration and one scroll of revivify, at least in each classroom. And each practice room definitely has a case of 2 or 3 healing potions in there.
Right. I don't think it would hurt for us to use those while clearing out the school. Would we get in trouble for that?
No.
Nah, I won't tell.
Right.
There's a saying. Just do. Apologize later.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, you know.
that's true.
Just try and survive first. Apparently, something is summoned in here, which is currently inside of the lecture hall, trying to open a rift.
So
Yeah, I
where
heard
is this
something about
lecture
that.
hall?
And then she just points at the curved wall. Well, that's the lecture hall, and you need the skeleton key for it. And I think that all of the ghosts and spirits that are locked inside of each of the rooms, and those tiny screaming creatures,
Topi.
someone was experimenting with that. That is Elias again. Anyway, so they are all searching for the skeleton key at the moment, and as long as they can't find it, we can't get in there.
Right. So we're gonna have to go room for room and just help out where we can, I guess.
Yeah, most likely. And if you don't mind, I'd like to find my familiar.
What kind of
Yeah.
familiar is it?
It is the cutest ghost puppy ever. It's adorable. I call him Boof.
Can't you
Nice.
just summon it back?
Nah, it doesn't work like that. No. It's like I do have to find familiar spell, but who wants an owl when you can get an undead ghost puppy? Seriously.
I give her a look.
But where is your puppy?
I don't know.
Where did you last have your puppy?
Somewhere around here. He ran.
Right. Sure.
So, was there...
Do you use a whistle for it?
Well, since it's a ghost puppy, and if it is in one of these rooms, it can't get out unless we get it out. So
Sure.
I'll find
the
it
walls.
when we get there.
All right. Well, before we start moving, Lux, I can just hit the people who are hurt most with some syringes. But that
No,
will
you
not
don't have to
help
do
you.
that. I have healing too.
Well, if you want to, my healing is effective, but can only be used once on every person every short rest. I don't know if
Yeah,
your
we
healing might be
best
useful
save it.
during combat.
Oh yeah, no, my healing is useful during combat. Okay, stab me then.
Yeah.
And then she just gives
Mine as
her your
well.
arm.
Well, how hurt are you? As he
She
starts
looks
taking her.
pretty hurt.
Okay, he injects her.
Not
is
as
she-
hurt as Lux, by the way. So
Yeah, no, I got
Yeah, I'm not
everyone.
feeling so well.
What level is she? Fifth?
you don't know.
I need to know how high her max amount of hit dice is.
Oh, 6.
Okay, that is good to know. Healing, +1 then. She heals 12 points.
Lovely.
I will do Lux. You also heal 12.
You see that
thank
all the
you.
damage to her is gone.
Oh, nice. Annie, I'll also hit you up.
I'm only missing 5.
Yeah, I know. But now you're back at full.
Nice.
I need to be in melee range for that, so... Like for Brion, it's easy because we're probably going to be standing next to each other.
Yeah.
For people who are more spread out, it's... Like,
I still feel like I'm dodging bullets here.
I'll also hit myself, by the way.
You did dodge bullets, Sanaman.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, he fights like a true wizard, very far away.
Yeah.
But I'm super grateful, thank you.
So after I get my jab, I like poke my head around the corner, and it's like, so what kind of room were you stuck in? Was there anything in here?
Well, that's the plumbing room. Apart from shit and, plumbing, not much. Just me? I hope I'm enough.
What were you doing in there?
I was trying to kill that creature. Honestly,
You
I was
didn't.
trying to find, Woof, but he wasn't in there. And as soon as I opened the door, that creature was trying to get at me. Jesus,
You did a
what
very
bitch.
impressive job for a student. I mean, not to be... I don't want to sound like the... But I mean... Chapeau.
Oh,
She
well,
meant
it
it
was
like
vulnerable. Thanks.
Is that Orcish? Is that...
Yeah, it's Orcish.
Well, I first tried to attack it with necrotic damage, but it seemed resistant against it. So I used radiant damage and a few spells that I crafted myself to try and get rid of her ghostly armor. I think it was quite effective. And I also made her vulnerable against radiant damage. So she looks around.
Oh,
and
that
her-
explains.
I guess you made her real angry.
Yeah, I thought I ran away far enough, but apparently not. Ghost can fly. Makes them quicker, I guess.
Well, you do still look injured, and she touches your cheek and she says, well, I hope this will cure some of your wounds. She does cast Cure Wounds on you on 3rd level.
Big spell. Oh, thank you so much.
Give me 1 second, I just need to get it. Oh, shit.
Who turned around my token? Who dares?
So,
Yeah. You heal 14.
Oh, thank you. That does feel much better.
And
It's not my day, really. I'm not on my A game.
it's
No,
very
they're-
interesting.
they just have a taste for you for some reason, Lux.
Huh?
I think it's because, well, it seems only Lux and some of Xanaman's damage actually really do something. I was wondering, would you know of any tricks to make my pike effective against these enemies?
So before she answers, it's very interesting to see her cast Cure Wounds, because you've seen Lux cast Cure Wounds before, and it's like this warm, light kind of energy. However, when she casts Cure Wounds, Lux's skin almost turns like a negative color. Like it turns black, but it does clear and heal all of the wounds. And her eyes just have this black light coming from it as well. It's intriguing, short to say. She turns around and she looks at your pike, inspects it, and she says, well, a magic weapon spell could perhaps fix that. Not something that I have in my arsenal, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
me neither.
Where do you draw your power? I mean, You're clearly very powerful, but I've never seen the symbol on your shield before.
Oh, this just a god that my parents tell me to worship. It's fine. I'm more powerful from within myself, really.
Okay, well, I was just curious. I follow the art heart.
Oh, that's a lovely one, isn't it? Like a foresty kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
Where would you get that
kind of.
idea?
What did you say?
Where would you get that idea? Looking at Lux.
Also more like places of magic and curiosity and, well, a lot of things actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Maybe you should tell me more about it. Sounds awesome.
It's a really nice place.
What about if we get out of here, we all just share a drink and tell some stories?
I love that.
Good one.
Sounds
I bet you have
really
some
cool.
very interesting ones.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to show you my puppy.
Let's go
Yeah,
and
you gotta
find
find
it.
it.
Yeah, let's go and find him.
Well, I don't know. He could be in the bestiary, so we could try that.
Yeah, we kind of discussed going all the rooms systematically, just as we walk past them to maybe make sure nothing gets us from behind.
All right. Well, I'll just follow you. You know, she just walks a little bit closer to Brianna. She says, "Don't worry about it. I'll follow you guys."
Well, actually,
So
we're
what
heading
is-
that way.
Oh, okay. What does everyone actually do, and how can I help? Because I do have some things to my arsenal that I could maybe help around with. I've only used a few of my spell slots, not much.
Well,
Well,
I fight with my
yeah.
bike.
Brion and I are generally up close and in front. Xenamin, surprisingly enough,
Yep.
tends to stay back. Lux, a bit in the middle generally. And
Yeah.
Annie is just new, so I don't really know yet how she fights and what she exactly does.
I mean, she does put out amazing deals of damage.
That is very true.
Well,
Alright.
I heal and I can do radiant damage. Also, if we get really swarmed by many of them, I can try to kind of scare them away if they're undead. So that could be useful. It
Oh, I
depends
have
on.
that too. So we can, like, you know, bang them right after each other. I have that as well. She chuckles as everyone laughs.
The
Maybe
phrase
Poor
we
is
choice of
offensive.
words.
I feel like we're going to have a better time from now on. Bit of a rough
Yeah.
start.
Yeah, we did have a rough start.
All right. Shall I move on to the next door?
I'll
Yes.
stay back
Yeah.
with Cinnamon for a bit, okay?
Yeah,
might
I'll
be a
Yeah,
better
don't
idea.
worry.
I'll stay a couple of steps behind Annie.
Okay.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
I skipped the lecture hall on the right because we can't open it.
Yeah. Not Ardelio yet.
Nope.
Can I quickly still peek into this room if there's anything helpful that she might have overlooked?
Yes, you can.
Nope, nothing there. Or just a lot of distractions, I don't know.
Pile of shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying, because I'm just fixing a few things at the moment, so give me just a little bit.
Wow, this episode is sponsored by no one.
Yay! Though
Check out-
it might be quite nice to. Oh, yeah, go your gang.
Yeah, check out our our previous games up to episode 16,
17.
17 already.
17.
So many episodes on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There is a link on our Twitch page somewhere. somewhere.
Especially if you want to see the introduction of Annie when she actually
Yes.
joins the group. But that will be that episode.
That happens in episode 17. That is very true. Episode 18
and if
will...
you occasionally want to look at some of our characters' faces or see some of the maps for yourself, you can follow us on Instagram at DireRolls. Yes.
Also, episode 18 will not be going up today, but next week. Because I have not had time to edit it yet. Yay! Work!
Yay!
So yeah, I finished some things. So I'm going to be using her character sheet on D&D Beyond because a few things are broken for me on the Foundry. It was a bit difficult, but yeah. Yeah.
All right, are we ready?
So do you have any questions for me or stuff? Like, I can totally help, but just let me know how.
What's your area of expertise?
Dead.
Good.
The dead
Necromancy.
or...
The death, necromancy, you know, just anything creepy, crawly, and that's not living.
Wow, then you're in the perfect place.
Yeah.
No, I study it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So go for it, Lux. What did you want to say?
Well, you just said that you were able to make them more vulnerable to radiant damage. Can you actually do that again? Or make them vulnerable to any other types of damages?
I really wish, but that is actually a spell that I was tinkering with, and I made it into a scroll, and I kind of used it. So if you give me about 5 hours, I could try and write a new one from memory, but...
Maybe after drinks. But it sounds amazing.
Often I make my best spells whilst I'm drunk. I just don't remember them, how I make them.
But maybe you should also write down how you make them then while you're drunk.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Also, did you know that maybe some kind of magics can actually make the effect of the drunkenness kind of lessen? So maybe it helps remembering. I don't know. Maybe
Why would you want to do
try out.
that? Why would you want to do that?
I'm
I
totally
really
with
don't
her.
want to do that, but only if you really want to remember. Maybe it could help. I don't know.
Then you can just start drinking water.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Or get somebody
Never
to watch
mind.
you while you
Anyways,
drink.
get a babysitter.
Yeah.
that's true. Annie, you're standing in front of the undead bestiary right now. So if the ghost did anything, there could be a undead polar bear and undead war horses loose.
Fun!
All
That
right.
sounds like an amazing plan.
Maybe you
What
should
is-
listen. It's not like the animals are going to be very quiet if they're...
Well, you know,
Oh,
if
yeah,
you're
I was-
really good at handling animals, you could pacify them, put them back in their cages. Don't know if they're actually, you know, free or not, anything like that.
I was going to listen.
Are we not
but I
allowed
was-
to stab them?
Oh, if you don't have to.
Are we gonna try to catch them?
I'm just gonna stand back.
Anyone...
Very...
Does anyone have this animal handling in their skill set? I do not.
No, me neither.
I have rope, and I mean, I've hugged werewolves, so
That's
I think
very
I could
true.
handle a lot of things.
I'm
We
pretty
could-
good with animals, but I don't know about undead ones.
I mean, I could try to just launch myself at them and kind of hug them until someone or shoves them back in their cage with me or ties them up or whatever. I mean, we could try. If it doesn't work, I can stab them at any time if I want to.
Well, if hell shoots loose, or whatever that saying goes, I'll just stand here and I'll make sure you won't die, and if you die, I'll raise you up again.
So,
Great.
Did you just say there was a ghost in there? Did I just hear you say that?
No, the ghost.
Yeah.
Right.
The ghost. Yeah.
Ghostly polar bear, ghostly war horses, stuff like that.
Okay, got it. Got it.
The undead, you know, like a skeleton animated. It's the undead bestiary. The only ghost is, our teacher, but other than that.
Could I maybe take a little second to I will sheath my pike and get out my 50 feet of hempen rope and kind of put it loosely in like one of the belt rings on my pants. And I will just kind of maybe do some push-ups. Just kind of ready my muscles to go hug some undead polar bear.
Rowie just sets her shield down, which is like a really tall shield. It's like a towering shield, right? And she just leans over it, just like this, and just watches you. It's like, it's so interesting to watch an adventuring party in real life. I normally read about it. Wow.
Gotta be honest, generally we don't really do push-ups. That's a Brion thing. That's a Brion original.
Well,
yeah.
Don't stop on my account.
Kind of a trademark thing.
All right. Well, Annie, you want to listen to the door?
Yeah, that was the plan.
Do we want to prep some things,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna listen first before I open it.
All right. Roll a perception check. 10.
What? I haven't rolled anything.
No, that was
Oh,
Luxor.
sorry, it's
not
Luxus. Never mind. Sorry.
Old one.
Oof.
Ouch.
Seems fine. Don't hear anything.
You hear Rowie and Lux and Brion just chatting away. And Brion is like, just like heavily grunting as she's doing her push-ups. It's very distracting. And you can't really hear anything beyond that door at the moment. Because these halls echo, so all the sounds that you guys are making, it's a lot.
I will say to Rohan it was right?
Rohe.
Rohan.
Ro.
You should see her in her emerald green suit. And then
Wow.
I'll skip over to Annie. And I'll do a quick bless before she opens the door, but I will actually also get back over here before she actually opens the door.
Are you blessing or guidance?
Sorry, guidance.
Oh,
Yes.
I
Good to know.
don't know how to add that in my effects. It's not in
It's
there.
just
No, it's
Just put a
just a
D4
one
to it.
time thing.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm going to try to very stealthily unlock the door and open it. Like very quietly, not make any
Alright.
noise.
Okay, so you stand in front of the door and you very stealthily open the door with guidance. So make a lock-picking check, plus 1d4.
Alrighty. Plus 1d4. $21.
It unlocks very slowly.
Can I ready myself? Oh no, Annie. If you open that door and something is on the other side, could you duck?
Sure.
Okay, and I'll stand behind her, and if anything is on the other side of that door that looks of any threat to Annie, I'll leap over her and throw myself at it.
All right.
Bear hug.
But I first push the door ajar very quietly and like try to peek through if I see anything.
I want to
Okay.
roll Radiant of Sacred Flame.
Okay. Sorry. So you peek through, and give me 1 second.
There goes Brion. Ah!
How can I whisper to you?
/W.
I don't know, but you can just
space and
text
then the
me.
name.
Yeah, or text.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just text you. Okay.
Old school.
It's fine.
Old school whisper texts.
Imagine having it to do by pigeon. That would be a mess.
The game would take even long. Games would take even longer than they already do.
Okay. Wait, I'll try to make it.
Private GM role.
Yeah, I'll try to do that. 'Cause it won't do that if I click it, I don't think. So I'm gonna manually.
If you do the drop-down list above the chat.
Yeah,
thing,
but I mean, that's exactly what I was doing because if I click it, it'll make it public automatically, I think. Yeah.
I think some things you can also decide if you want to roll in public or not after you click the ability. But I don't know what you're doing, of course.
Quick question. Does the thing that looks just cast on Annie apply? Or is it gone?
Sorry, what?
Bless. Or guidance.
No,
Yeah.
no. Guidance is only for the lockpicking.
Okay, that was my
Yeah,
question
yeah.
indeed, yes. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Ooh, sorry.
I rolled something.
Okay, and I whispered something to you.
Ooh, it's also secretive.
So, what you see is in the middle of this room, Brion. So Annie just freezes up at the sight of this huge polar bear that just turns its head, turns to the door, and just.
I'm
and
leaping.
just roars. So at this point, I would like everyone to roll for initiative, but give me a moment so that I can select all of your tokens and the battle. I believe I already did that, and then add you to the battle. So give me
But-
1 second.
I held an action.
You did. Give me 1
Does it
second.
apply? Oh, right.
Your
okay.
action was when something comes out.
No, whenever something that looked threatening to Annie was on the other side of the door, I would leap at it.
Okay, yeah, you can certainly leap at this huge skeletal polar bear that you see in the middle of the room. So
Yes.
that is your held action, and you can do that before everyone starts the initiative.
Okay. So I want to try to bear hug it into, like, that it's restricted. So what do I use? Is it a
So you
strength
make
check?
a grapple check, so that's a contested strength check. So I would like you to roll a strength check for me, please.
16.
Well, it rolled a 3 plus 5 is 8.
Nice.
So you are currently now wrestling a skeletal polar bear as you are grappling it. So everyone, roll for initiative.
I'm on a roll with the ones.
Yep. They're loving you today.
Then we have the tiebreaker, and still 4 rolls are exactly the same.
So can you describe the inside of that room for a little bit, like very briefly?
Yeah. Okay, so what you see in the inside of this room is that there are cages, 4 in total, in which 2 skeletal war horses, huge creatures, are in one side of the room, but these cages are completely broken open, so they are also loose. There is a skeletal polar bear in the midst of the room, and you see a lot of bones everywhere of what looks to be what used to maybe be skeletal creatures like that, but no longer. It seems that you also see the bodies of a few adventurers amidst those bones. that have perhaps killed some of the bestiary and are no longer alive. And what you also know that there's a staircase leading down towards some sort of a storage room where all the food is being kept for the undead beasts.
Right.
All right, so we are beginning the combat because everyone rolled for initiative, and Brion was first. Brion, you are currently grappling this polar bear at the moment, and your turn is up first. What would you like to do?
Could I attached I looped the rope that I have around my belt. Could I try and kind of throw it over or around the polar bear whilst I'm hanging on its back or whatever?
So you're trying to restrain it. So I will make that a contested strength check as well. So make a strength throw. And I believe that when something is grappled, they have disadvantage.
A 12. Let's
No,
hope
it doesn't have
rolls
disadvantage. Okay. Yeah, it rolls an 18, so it just completely bites through your robe, making it useless as it falls limp to the floor.
Okay, I'm hanging on though.
All right. That is the end of your turn. That was your action.
Yeah. That's it. I'll just hang on for now.
Okay. Then now it is Rohei's turn. She just looks around and she just shouts, "I hear you wrestling something. Doesn't sound good." And she's like, "Oh, what do I do?" Oh. And then she just thinks, she is going to step forward and tap Xanamin. No, she's not. She's stepping one forward, and then she taps Alduin on the back and casts Protection from Evil and Good.
Very nice.
She does it on first level, so she is currently concentrating. She chooses Undead. Creatures of the undead. Okay, until 1 minute creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures. So all of them: aberrations, celestial, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. It grants you several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack rolls against you, and you can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. If you are charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect. So keep that in mind, please.
So they have disadvantage on attacks against me. That's the most important one for now, right?
Sorry, what?
They have disadvantage on attacks against me, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, exactly.
Did you send me a whisper or something? Is that what you
No,
did?
no, I
Okay.
did not send you a whisper. So, yeah, so you are now protected. I don't see a thingy that's there to give you a thingy, but yeah, you are protected. This was Rose's turn, and she's just going to step back and say, "You go, man." And is
Great
that
help.
concentration? Oh yeah, there's a concentration one. So she's now currently concentrating.
I'll just do this token, then it'll show that I've got something.
Perfect. All right. Now it is your turn, Aldwin.
Yes. All right. Before I start, are the other monsters on the bottom of the list because there's some hidden initiative feature, or did you not roll them?
Oh, I forgot to roll them. Yeah, thank you for letting me know that. Sorry. Okay, I'm just going to move them below because I'm stupid. So it is not your turn, if you don't mind. It is the warhorse's turn, so we're just going to go through their initiatives. There we go. Thanks for letting me know.
Not at all.
So now it's first the warhorse's turn, who is not happy and is going to slam attack Brion with an 8 to hit, which unfortunately does not hit. Now it is the other warhorse's turn, who is also is it able to do? It's such big tokens. Does it work? It's going to like stomp over here and then stomp you with advantage. That's a 20 to hit.
Yes.
And you
it hit.
take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Yep, noted.
That was its turn. Now it is the polar bear's turn, who, despite being grappled, is just going to make 2 attacks against you. First is going to bite you with advantage, which is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. And you take 13 damage as it bites you, and its claw is a natural 20 to hit. And you take plus 2 is 7, it's 14 plus 5. It's 19 damage.
Hugging them was a great idea.
Yep.
Oh wait, I can roll that
Definitely.
in here as well. Sorry for that. Because I was rolling in 5th tools, but I'll roll it in here now.
Oh, no
Yeah.
problem.
No, you were rolling in D&D Beyond. You were rolling in D&D Beyond.
Yes. I was.
So this is the
Now
editing
it
you
is
do. You just
Alduin's
bleep.
turn.
All right. I am first going to step over going to move over here. And then look at things and be like, oh, that's not good.
I'm such a dumbass.
Yeah, what am I gonna do about this? This is not good.
Oh yeah, just putting on some nice music. Give me one second.
In the meantime, these are big animals. Are
Yes, they
they
are.
that big that they can't fit through the door?
Yes.
I guess we'll find out.
Well, they could, but it's a squeeze.
Right.
Because they're like skeletal beasts, so they're more large in height. But yeah, the tokens are difficult.
Yeah.
Height and length, not necessarily girth.
Bum, bum, bum.
All right, Alduin, you
Alduin
step
froze.
forward,
Yeah.
and you stand behind Annie, and what you see is Brion just hugging a skeletal polar bear who just bit and clawed its way through her body, and there are 2 warhorses with their asses towards Brion, just stomping her on both sides. So she's in a really bad undead animal sandwich right now.
Yeah. And I can't pull her out. I'm just gonna attack that warhorse. The one that I can attack, that I can get into range
Yeah.
of. I'm just gonna do that. Let's see, Silver Sword. Here we go. First attack. There we go. That's a natural 1. There we go. Yeah. Great.
It's so huge that you're taken aback by what is happening right now, and
also, like-
it seems to stomp again. So you just move downwards to just get out of the way of its hooves right now.
Yeah, I'm also like in a corner, just like around the corner, just trying to.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try that again, because why not? That's a bit better. That's a 13.
On the warhorse, right?
Yeah,
The
the horse.
zombie horse. Yes, that hits.
That's roll for damage. 3 ones.
4.
3 ones.
4 ones.
Yeah, okay, but I get to re-roll once. Thank God.
All right.
So it turns into a 13. Do you need to know the difference?
Is the 13 is the damage?
Total. Do you need to know the difference between fire and normal?
No, but your normal, you're using a sword, so that's slashing, right?
Correct.
Okay, good to know.
All right. Well, that.
Yeah, it seems that you definitely slashed some of the bones off its body, and the warhorse is already injured quite heavily. It's, halfway through its health, and it looks dire.
Right. I am going to. Oh, I just thought of what I could have done. That's too late now. I am going to stay here.
All right, that is the end of your turn. All right, now it's Xanamin's turn.
Xanamin is going to do a drive-by fireball.
Those are the best. Drive-by
Yeah,
fireballs.
that's the decent thing to do.
Yes.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Brion is in the middle of this room right now.
I can careful spell it, so that's fine.
Brion be like,
Yes.
No, Beyond be like,
Yeah, I'm just looking where I have to make that big ball of fire. So.
There's a nice big green target. Like this.
Yep.
It needs to be within the room, so you can't just place it outside of the room.
Yeah, it needs to be in the room. Yeah, I'm just I can barely see the room. That's a little bit of a... Oh wait, if I click my spell to cast it... Woo! Yes, cast spell. Let me just careful spell it over there. Yep.
Okay, so and then you can exempt Brion, Alduin, and Annie.
Yes, I can exempt. Let me think how many.
I believe
my
4 people.
Yeah, my charisma modifier
Okay, yeah.
or something.
All right, then they need to make dexterity saving throws.
Yes, they do.
All right. Come on.
And while you do that, I'll just roll for damage.
So the polar bear rolls an 18.
That saves.
Natural 20 for the warhorse that is undamaged. And an 18 for the second, 19 for the second warhorse.
Damn.
That still takes 15 points of damage. I hope. Unless they're also immune to or resistant to fire.
Apparently you privately rolled some dice and I can't see that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you full on
refuse to
private
add
roll.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay, so 15 damage. Oh, where did the damage go now?
Did the damage go somewhere?
The 31.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yes, thanks. Okay, so the warhorse that was already damaged just falls down onto the floor. The bones just blacken, burning to a crisp, turning to dust.
And that I will just run off.
And as a side note, I think that fireball, everything, the fire sprites around corners ignites flammable objects in the area that are being worn or carried. This entire room is filled with hay stacks and just refuge and garbage and, all that kind of stuff. So this room is on fire. So at the start of the turn, anyone who's in this room takes 1d6 fire damage.
Ooh.
I gotta get out.
That is the
Gotta
end of
kill
your
Rio.
turn.
Oh, no. That's the end of my turn. Yeah. Let me
All
just
right.
click it.
Now it is Lux's turn.
Would I have heard probably Brion kind of screaming out while taking a shit ton of damage?
Not screaming. Maybe grunting. Like, "Arrgh."
Recognizable to me that I probably have to help you, or
Yes, very. Also, I think maybe your pine cone is now kind of getting cold.
I don't know if I can reach you because I can't see into the room. So I'll move up to, well, over here, exactly at the door. Oh, wrong one.
I've just been eating all your healing spells. Like, nom 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 nom.
Oh, I can't put my token down to see anything.
Just maybe put her behind Annie for...
Yeah, but then it would be more movement. But just for the view now, then, okay.
Yeah.
So it would be up to here. From there to here was 30 feet. So if I can have a place to stand here, yeah. So over here would be 35. So I can make it over there.
You do see that the room is on fire though, right?
Yeah. But I also see that I have to help you. So I'll cast Cure Wounds on 2nd level. And can I actually roll it in this one? Oh yeah, I can. And does it do the extra? I think it's like this.
Nice! Oh my god, super well done.
You also get that's already in there, but 5 additional hit points because I'm because of my life.
Yeah,
Amazing.
your circle.
Yeah. No,
I'm so
not
happy we were able
circle.
to figure that.
You know what I
that-
mean? You get
that
extra hit
formula out.
points.
Yes, I am happy.
And I'm also looking at these creatures. I'm trying to gauge how big of a actual threat this one is, the polar bear.
He's big.
All right. Well, if I'm dead, I can also not cast anything. So I'll also summon my spiritual weapon. Oh, it actually gives me like a little sparky thingy that I can place down that I didn't notice last time. Oh, now
Yeah,
it
but
disappeared.
you can't move that afterwards.
It also
Alright.
disappeared.
Did you get your spiritual weapon? Can I put it there or not?
Yeah, I did summon it, but it also gave me like a little thing that I was supposed to be
Here you go.
able to put down, but I can't.
Can you move this? No.
Nope.
Okay, how do I do this again? Ooh. I don't know why you can't move it. Sorry. Last time it worked, right?
The
It might be
attempted
because she can't see it. She can't see it currently, right?
No, it says that I'm trying to put it into a wall, but I'm
Like
Oh,
this?
yes.
There you go.
now I can move it. But okay, sorry guys.
No problem. No problem.
New
Continue.
things.
Yeah.
New things to figure
So
out.
you just touch Brion. She is invigorated with life again, and she's still like wrestling a skeletal polar bear within just everything is aflame around. You are standing on the blackened bones of one of these skeletal war horses. You're just like wiggling on your feet as the saddle is still, scorching in the fire. And you cast a spiritual weapon that suddenly appears and starts attacking the skeletal polar bear.
Sick.
Whoop.
So
That's a 21 to hit. That hits. Roll for damage.
So the large great sword just comes down upon it, and it does 5 damage.
The minimum.
It says it does force damage, but I think it's...
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
it's force damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. So it takes 5 force damage, and that is the end of your turn. Now it is Annie's turn.
All right, Annie starts elbowing her way through the corridor and screams, "Oh, I can't do that. Wait, I'm gonna put it there, and then I'm gonna put it like in between these
Yeah.
guys and say, no, dinner fash, laddies, we'll be fine. And kind of tears a water skin from her belt. Dinner fash, Bert, and pours it over like the polar bear, and tries to position herself in between her party and the animals.
Okay, so with the water skin that you have on your person, you put out the fires effectively around the polar bear right now. So he no longer takes damage on its turn. So yeah, you all see Annie suddenly walking in, elbowing her way into this room, and then speaking loudly out, "No!"
Were you speaking to the party and actually protecting the animals, or are you talking
Could you
to the
repeat
animals?
what you said?
No, dinner fash, laddies, we'll get out of here just fine. Dinner fash, Bert.
He's calling the polar bear Bert. So that is the end
Well,
of Annie's turn.
I'm still a girl.
Yes.
She is calling.
I said she is calling the polar bear Bert. Now it's Brion's turn. Brion, what would you like to do as you see this suddenly happening?
Well, I am still on the back of the skelly bear. And right. And since she is kind of holding on to it, I can't do push-ups, so I'll kind of flex my arm muscles a couple of times, and I don't have it translate to in
You do take
Foundry, but I
1d6
have
fire damage at the start of your turn, by the way.
relentless endurance. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be dead. Oh no, I don't.
Didn't any good
I applied it as healing.
Could you say that again?
Annie doused the polar bear, didn't it douse me too?
She specifically doused the
Or am
polar
I still
bear,
on fire?
not you. She can't douse 2 creatures. You are on fire. You're standing on the ground that is on fire.
I thought I was on top of the polar bear.
Just
Leave it.
continue.
It's fine. So, but I don't have it. It's translated to my sheet, but I have something.
Yeah? What is it that you want to do? Relentless endurance.
No.
Okay.
I have this thing from which
Yeah.
I can heal myself.
Yeah.
Oh,
Second wind, you mean?
Once in so many times.
So you can do
You have a
second
limited
wind.
well of stamina that you can draw on to protect yourself from harm. On your turn, you can
Yes.
use a bonus action to regain hit points equal to 1d10 plus your fighter level. Yes!
There we go. You can do that.
So it's a 1d10.
So for fluff, you're riding the polar bear, but per rules, you're on fire.
Right.
Polar bear isn't.
Yeah. Okay. So I heal for 8 hit points plus 5, so that is 13.
13.
Oh. I was on 19 plus 13. Mm. Yes. And I believe that is a action. Oh, it's a bonus action. Since for flare I'm riding it, can I jab my pike in the back of its skull?
Yes, you can definitely do that. Now roll to attack. That hits.
That's a 20. Nice. That's
14 damage.
Can I use my reaction to say something?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I use my reaction and I say, "No, don't harm me, babies."
You see
Since
that?
when do you come from Scotland? What is right?
Good observation. Is that the end of your turn, Brion?
Yes. For now
Alright.
it is.
Now it is Roe's turn. There we go. She steps closer, looks in the room, looks very confused, and then she says, "Professor Silverheart?" She just shouts out, and then, not really knowing what to do, like everyone else, she's like, "Oh, okay." So she just thinks and tries to cast Spare the Dying on the warhorse that's on the floor. And then nothing happens. She says, "Oh god, I was never good at animal handling." And that's the end of her turn. Now it is the warhorse skeleton's turn, who is going to attack Brion.
Sure.
Oh, it has advantage, sorry.
Well,
Yeah. Well, it's a 23 does hit.
it'll
so...
hit anyway. Yeah.
So you take 14 damage. Now it is the skeletal polar bear's turn, who has 2 actions. Is like reacting somewhat favorably towards Annie, but in immense pain with the pike embedded in its head. So it's going to attack Brion again.
Sure. Does it at least
Yeah.
get disadvantage because I'm holding its head?
No.
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
Yep.
So that is 13, and then it will hit you with its claws as well.
There's no saving these fucking animals. They're gonna kill me.
That's a natural 20.
There's no saving
Yeah, that
you.
hurts. No. Yep, I'm down.
All right.
Yay. So I'm just flopping around unconscious on the back of this polymer.
Now it is Alduin's turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna drag Brion out of that room.
Okay. That means that you get
Good luck,
the
you know
attacks
I
of
have the AM.
opportunities, but Brion
Yes.
doesn't because she's unwillingly being pulled out of melee.
Correct.
So you're getting an attack of opportunity from the warhorse. Okay. That's an 11, which won't hit.
Yes. Nah, it doesn't hit either.
Woohoo!
And a 15 that also doesn't hit.
My fat
Alright.
ass is in the way.
It does
So-
take your action to drag her out.
Yeah, I know, and I only can move at half movement, so I am going to go over here, so Brion would be, like, here-ish.
Yes.
Yep.
And then I'll just yell at whoever is possessing Annie, "Get those things under control then!" And then we'll back off. And that is the end of my turn.
Yeah, now it's my turn. I have absolutely no clue what's happening in this room, though. So I will find out. Yeah, that's still one skeleton. And there's no way for me to see.
Annie.
Yeah, I can see Annie now. So I moved like 15 feet, and then I can. I'm also not able to web the room because the
It's on fire.
it's on fire. Yeah.
Uh,
I don't have a way to, opposite fireball, unfire the room. Give me a second. Yeah. I'm just gonna not do anything then. No. If I see one of those creatures attack again, I will magic missile the creature that is attacking.
Yes.
That will be my action.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Can I actually do an action and hold my bonus action? Is that something you can do?
No.
No?
No.
Hmm. Okay. The blade moves next to me in kind of a defensive position. And I'll like to call out to the polar bear and tell it, "Get back into your cage, right now!" And start dousing the flames.
Okay. Make an animal handling check with disadvantage
That's fair.
because you are in a fight with it.
It's fair. It's pretty good though.
It's a 20. That's pretty good. You just the fact that you're dousing it with water and just like lessening the burning on its bones, it's like begrudgingly and sadly sounding just and just like a dog walking backwards and then burning its butt again, so it's turning around so that its butt is underneath your water. It can't go back into its cage because that's on fire, but it's not attacking you.
Okay, I don't know if it influences anything, but I was dousing myself and telling it to stay back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it was just for fluff. I was just doing this for fluff. So. It's putting it in your butt.
I do actually take
putting
fire
its
damage.
butt in your face so that whilst you're dousing, it's also dousing its butt.
Yeah. I think I should have actually gotten fire damage at the start of my turn, though.
Yes, you should have, yeah. 2.
Yes.
All right, now it is Annie's turn. Annie.
I take the fire damage.
All right.
Is that how much do I?
3.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see.
That is because I have that thing selected.
And then I say, Roha, lass, did I hear you? Come in here and help me out. And I try to calm the horse, I guess.
All right, all right.
And I just realized I'm not allowed to stand here, actually.
It's fine because you're allowed to share space, so it's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the big creatures. Yeah. So like, what did you say for the last thing?
I try to calm the horse.
All right, then roll an animal handling check.
Do I get advantage?
No, because you are in a fight, but you do get what I messaged you.
Oh, I did. Ah, okay, cool. I'm gonna secretly roll that, I guess.
You don't have to secretly do it. I think the monkey's out of the bag.
At this point, like, we kind of know. Like, we kind of know what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Natural.
a natural 20!
Yeah.
With a 30, you suddenly see Annie just so calm. It's such a she's not herself at the moment.
I've never been good with animals before, so.
No. and it's like, it's almost like she's like really just saying all these super relaxing things. And how do you do this, Annie?
I step closer to it and I whisper something into its ear whilst I in a very calm and gentle manner stroke the side of his neck, and nobody can hear the whispers, but no, but there's probably like a little bit of I don't know, skin that's not covered by armor, like somewhere around here, right?
They are skeletal.
Oh, they're skeletal.
Yeah.
Then it is yes.
All right. So the room is still on fire, so you can't get them back into their cages. But you did call out for Rose's help, who is currently doing something with her hands. That is the end of your turn, Annie?
Yes.
All right. Oh, sorry. Now it is Brion's turn. Brion, I would like you to make a death saving throw, please.
Oh.
Oh.
So Roa is just standing here, just really torn. And she's like, Lux, do you have this? She just points at Brion, because then I'll have the fire.
I don't know if I can
I hope so.
respond, but I'm kind of just nodding to her.
All right. So at that point, you just suddenly see from Rohi, just water being created out of thin air. Like her body and her hair turns to water, and she creates up to 10 gallons of clean water and completely douses any flames within this room, helping Annie, keeping a distance of the animals because she's notoriously bad with them. But completely douses all flames within this room, helping Annie, or whoever Annie is at the moment, get the animals within their cages. Which, when that is done, so after Rohi's turn, both the animals listening to Annie will return to their cages and licking their charred bones. With that, it's Alduin's turn.
Alduin takes out a syringe because he can still heal Brion, because he hasn't healed him yet. Oh no, he has. No, he has.
Yes, he has earlier.
Have I healed Brion though?
Yes, Brion was one of the heavily damaged ones. She did take one of your syringes.
Let me double check, because I wrote down who I could still heal. No, Xenomid and Brion I can still heal. When did I heal Brion? Before the short rest. Right?
Not
I'm not
you
sure.
didn't heal her today, but maybe
haven't healed
last
it yet,
session.
right? No.
I think that you healed her maybe previous session, but
previous session.
I'll allow it then.
I can do it every short rest. It resets.
Okay, then go for it.
So he takes out a syringe in the middle of a chest.
Because you gave me one and you gave Annie one after
Yes,
the
and I
short
also
rest.
healed
Not
Rohi.
Brion, I think.
I didn't heal Brion, no.
Okay.
No, I think
She used.
Lux did. You said because we were going to be close to each other in combat, you would save your syringe for me. That was it.
That's
Yep.
literally what I said. You are correct. You heal
All
14.
right.
You heal 14 hit points.
Oh, no, it's not damage. My healing. Yes!
Does she take a death saving failure first because of the impact of the needle? And damage.
Yeah. But it says I'm still dead, though. You said make the number 0? Oh, right, okay. Yep, it worked.
Yeah, it's
All
strange.
right.
That is the end of my turn, of course.
Yeah, now it's my turn.
Fireball!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait. We're on stream. I can't.
Yeah.
I just got muted. No, we didn't. It's fine.
No. Is there anything for me to do? Because both of the animals are under control. We just have Annie that's possessed for some reason. But we don't know if she's evil, or I don't know if she's just doing strange stuff and talking in a weird accent.
What would you like to do, Sanomin?
Yeah, I'll just skip my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lux, what would you like to do?
Are they actually locking the animals inside of the cages? Are they now? Do I feel like they can't get out?
They willingly walked into their cages, but it's not gotten to Annie's turn yet.
All right. I'll just be supervising and checking if she is going to lock the cages properly. before addressing
Alright.
the whole weird voice coming out of her, because it did sound friendly, so that's one thing.
Alright.
So I'll hold my action for if one of the beasts is just bolting out, I'll Sacred Flame it.
Okay. So, Annie.
I lock the cages and I say, there, lads. And then I turn around and I see one of the skeletal war horses, and it is dead on the floor. And I drop to my knees next to it and I start crying. No!
So, with this, we are going to end combat and the session for today.
Yeah.
Because we are already 16 minutes, 17 minutes over.
Did you guys like it?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Action
Oh, this
packed.
was amazing. We haven't actually had a chance to get to know Annie because she's been a little bit of Annie, then she's been a grandma, and now she's Hagrid?
Who are
Yeah.
you?
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, great.
That was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it. So, it's the end of the session, guys.
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Have to wait 2 weeks until we find out who Annie is today.
Yep.
Mhm.
We should make a jingle for like the part of the show where everyone can guess who Annie is today. Very nice.
Annie.
We'll have
Who's
to work
Annie?
on it a little bit more, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brainstorming. Hmm.
Yeah.
Who
Let's
is this
brainstorm on that.
dialoguer?
Who's Eddie?
It's a silhouette. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I loved it. Great session.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. With that, we will see you guys in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
From now.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And we'll be back standard time.
Thanks for watching.
Yes.
Yes.
No. Why would you say that? Why would you?
Well, I'm trying to be nice here.
Nice.
Trying to play nice. Yeah.
We have to keep some balance. Someone has to balance you out. The evil and the
Alright.
good.
All right. And with that, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yes.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.